Welcome students, and you can see in the PowerPoint screen the graph between the data in motion, the data at rest, and the amount of details provided. So whenever you talk about the data in motion, you can see that the level of analysis which we can do is shallow. So the amount of detail which you are going to get is also relatively less. So this can be taken as a challenge. Probably some of you can do some work so that we can also go for a much more deeper information without requiring any specific complex hardware systems. So at the same time, you can see the data at rest where you can find out the amount of detail provided is significantly high. Again, there are two classifications where if you have data at rest, you can go for a deep analysis or an ad hoc analysis. It is temporary or a permanent because most of the time these type of data are stored. However, on the other hand, whenever you have a data in motion, you can find it is between near real time or real time. So the amount of data or detail which you are going to get is very hard to store, and you need to process right at the instant the data reaches you, so that the amount of detail provided is less. You can have a closer look at the data at the rest where you can say about the public opinion about a company's specific product. What is the relative sentiment around your products? Are the people interested in your product or not? Just a basic information without going in detail on exactly why they are having an interest or why they do not have an interest. Also, you can have a different analysis on the nature of your competitors, whether who is going to be the toughest competitor for your company's product. That can be also done in a shallow analysis. Now let us look at the concepts of social data, where and why. Where can you find the social data? A rough idea provides that the entire world is receiving more data from the social media platforms than any other sources. So, say for example, whether a location, you need to find out the temperature of a specific location. That can be done with the help of a social media data because there are several information and the authors are from different geographical locations who is going to give you different data which you are not able to access. So you can convert those temperatures which are available into different varieties, whether you need in the form of Fahrenheit or whether you need in form of Celsius, depending upon that. And you can come to your rough conclusion on, okay, these are the months in which these places are much colder. You would not have actually traveled to that place and measured the temperature. And those are some of the places in these months where the temperature is hot or the weather is going to be hot. So that type of analysis can be easily done with the help of the social media data. Not only the temperature, a situation on a pandemic can be also analyzed, and how the people are coping up with that can be easily determined with the help of the social media data. And predominantly, you must understand all the social media data falls under the category of big data, where the 9 V's comes into picture: volume, velocity, veracity, and different types of V's, which determines a data should be considered as a big data or not. If your data is not greater than 1 terabytes, then actually it doesn't fall under the category of big data. We consider, because of the several users in different social media platforms, all our social media data also falls under the category of big data. You can see from the slide, can see the variety. You can have a picture, you can have a video, you can have audio, text within the same Facebook entry or a Twitter entry, where we call it as variety of data, volume, the speed, the velocity, and the veracity. All these consider as important characteristic features of any social media data. So how the social media data is useful? It can be used by people for entertainment applications. It can be used by people for sharing some information, and it can be also used by some community, specific community, to receive some specific information.